You wake up on a cold, white floor. Your face down with a cheek pressed to the large, smooth tiles, your limbs flung out haphazardly as though you were unceremoniously dumped here. A soreness creeps over your body as the grogginess of sleep fades. The kind of soreness that comes from a long, deep sleep. Longer than you intended. This is not where you went to bed last night. As far as you can remember, on December 1st, 2019, you crawled into your own bed, same as always. Things were normal, and now they most certainly are not. What do you do?
Could I look around?
Yes, you can definitely look around. So as you look around, you see more of those same large white tiles. They cover the floor of this square room as well as the walls. And as you crane your neck upward, you see that the ceiling is the same. Each tile gives off a soft white glow, and together they light up the room. There are no windows in this room. On one wall is a square metal door ringed in blue light. It looks like an airlock from a generic sci-fi movie. There's no handle and a diagonal line down the center where you assume it will part to let you through. There are, however, 3 other people strewn about, all waking up in various states of confusion. So, to the 4 of you, I'm going to say that you're probably looking around at this point, and could you each give just like a quick description of what the other characters see when they look at you? And I will start with Jasmin.
You see a tall and painfully thin woman with tan skin and very long, silky black hair. She has deep bags under her eyes, and in general, her eyes seem to be darting around as if in a bit of a panic. She's probably sat up by now and is holding her hands around her chest, shaking slightly.
And this person is wearing a gray jumpsuit, like gray coveralls, and a pair of just generic white sneakers. And as your character looks down, you see you're also wearing that same outfit. Why don't we have Max go next?
So you see this fairly tall, sort of good-looking guy who's probably in his early 20s, pretty clean-shaven, and looks like he lifted quite a few heavy things in his life.
Good. Okay. Zan.
Yeah, you see a pretty short young woman, about mid to late 20s, with short black hair that's shaven on the sides and back. She's pretty thin and scrawny looking. Looks like she might get mistaken for a middle schooler sometimes and be really grumpy about it. And her brows are knit together as she takes in her surroundings. She's frowning and looking like she's getting kind of agitated, but with a really hardcore resting bitch face.
Good. Okay. And then our last person is Cody.
You see a young boy whose eyes are darting around the room, carefully taking in everything, but also avoiding direct eye contact as much as possible. He seems okay with where he's at, but, just curious. He's just your standard kid, squarely in his preteen years, but with a full head of dirty blonde hair shaped into a gloriously shiny and perfectly round bowl cut.
Yes.
Amazing. Good. So we got 2 tall people and 2 maybe middle schoolers, but one is not. Okay, before you can do anything else, you hear a gentle chime. Ding, ding. And then a voice. Welcome to the trial. Please proceed to testing chamber B for calibration. And you notice that the door, that weird square metal door, has a glowing letter B above it. What do you do?
Oh, heck no.
I scramble to my feet and I take a few gingerly steps backwards and kind of like feeling with my hands behind me until I hit a wall, and then almost like hugging the wall to see if it's real, looking around to see where the voice came from.
Yeah, you can roll a perception check to try to see if you can find it.
Sure.
We're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
That would be a 2 + 4, 6.
You have no fucking idea where that noise came from. It could be in your pants. It could be the ceiling. It could have been one of the people in the room. No clue. Zero clue.
Yeah, so the eyes that were already darting around, the rest of the head is now also darting around.
Cody is kind of like he was taken aback by the sudden movement, and is kind of stuck trying to look back and forth between everyone in the room, trying to figure out, should he also be panicked?
Zan stands up and looks down at her overalls and sort of brushes them off a little bit as she examines them, and then looks around at the other people in the room and says, okay, so I don't know who any of you guys are, and I don't know where I am, but that door seems to be the only direction to go. So rather than continue petting the tiles of these walls, I'm thinking maybe we go up to it. Any thoughts? Okay.
What? English?
Yes. Oh, that's never a problem in video games.
Okay, no, I speak English.
Cool.
Who are you?
What?
Who are you?
Oh, I'm Zan. Zan Quo. Nice to meet you, I guess. This seems kind of like an inopportune time for anything. Who are you?
Jasmin. Jasmin Sella.
And y'all other people?
Hi. I'm Max. So none of you went to sleep here last night, right? Like this is definitely not where I went to sleep.
I definitely would not have been able to fall asleep on this floor.
Unless someone broke in and drastically changed my house?
Cody slowly raises his hand.
Oh, did you go to sleep here last night?
Oh, no.
Are you asking permission? Yes, you have a question?
No, I'm Cody.
Oh,
Oh,
cool.
Hi, Cody.
Hi.
So door, I guess?
Bunk, bunk. Please proceed to testing chamber B.
Door, then.
Door works for me.
Oh, okay.
Max is gonna get up and go walk over to the door, see if there's any kind of way to open it.
As you approach the door, it just slides open. Seems like some sort of automatic door, revealing a small space and another identical door about 6 feet beyond it, ringed in red light.
Great. Just doors all the way down.
Do you go in there?
Yeah, I'll walk in.
Okay.
I'm following close behind.
Okay. So Zan and Max are in there.
Once 2 people have left, Cody feels cool with following most of the crowd.
Jasmin takes a second and takes a very deep breath, then opens her eyes and realizes she's been left behind and just scrambles after the rest, trying to make it before the door closes and she's left alone.
You easily make it in there, and once the 4 of you are inside this little space, the door behind you shuts and changes to red.
Jasmin yelps in surprise.
Then the second door changes to blue and opens. And through that doorway, you can see a long, narrow hallway. The hall's made of those same glowing white tiles. And at the far end of the hallway is another airlock. Above it is the letter C. Bonk, bonk. Please proceed to testing chamber C.
Wait, was that
What do you do?
testing chamber B? Did we do it?
Did we need to do anything?
Did we win?
Well, this is an easy game.
Maybe they're testing doors? Is this like a door factory? Maybe they're testing doors.
Seems like a pretty roundabout way to test doors.
Probably illegal. This is illegal, right? Like, you I don't think you can kidnap people to test doors.
I don't know. Maybe there's like a weird door testing loophole somewhere. I say we walk down the hallway.
I'm in.
Zan walks down the hallway.
Cody follows.
Okay. So Zan starts walking down the hallway and she's in front. About halfway down the hallway, Zan, you step on a tile and feel it sink an inch into the floor. And there's an audible click.
Ah, tits.
And I'll give you a reaction here. What do you do?
I'm just gonna crouch down real low, but not take my weight off the tile.
Okay. So you see Zan just suddenly stop, crouch, and the wall tile next to you grinds forward, tilting away from the wall. You hear this awful screech as it slowly pushes towards you and then stops. As though it were once some sort of spring-loaded trap that was going to crush you into the opposite wall. Instead, it gets stuck like halfway and stays there. A few sparks shoot out from the exposed mechanical arm that was pushing it forward. Bong bong. Oh no, this test is no longer functional. Please proceed to testing chamber C.
Cody goes over to look at the broken mechanism.
Ooh, okay. On a picture, Zan still just crouched next to this tile that was about to crush her.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take a second down here. Check my feet.
Check out your cool shoes. Cody, can you make a investigation check for me?
Okay. Natural 20.
Wow.
Ooh.
Oh.
Cody, you kind of like peek in the space between this tile and the wall. The tiles are pretty big. They're like 2 feet by 4 feet. And so you look back there and this mechanical arm that is connecting the tile to the back wall is connecting it to like another metal wall with a bunch of cables and like dust back there. And you, with your natural 20, see that there is a wrench jammed into a place where 2 of the levers would like grind against each other, effectively stopping the trap where it is. Also, I guess with this natural 20, you can see that this wrench is like pretty dirty and maybe has some like red colored stuff on it.
Okay, so Cody looks back at everyone in the room, figures out that Zan probably can't move. Cody's played enough video games. He knows how this works.
I would say that Zan has enough space to get out. She could wiggle out.
Yeah,
Okay.
She hasn't been crushed.
I feel like it's either a pressure sensitive, you gotta stay on it, or it's like you gotta jump out of the way. And I clearly chose the wrong one. We're fine.
Okay, well, Cody looks at anyone who looks like they're willing to move and kind of gestures with his hand, trying to get their attention to come see what he's looking at.
I'm guessing that's going to be Max.
I'll go over. Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, Max, you look in there and Cody points out this wrench that's like jammed in and has stopped the trap from going.
What am I looking at?
Cody's like, "Hey, cool wrench, right?"
Yeah.
From the ground, you hear Zan say, "Wait, I want to see the cool wrench."
Do you want it? You want me to pull it out, or
Cody just kind of looks and is like, I don't know. I didn't want to pull it out and make things worse. But maybe it's useful. I don't know.
Feel like I want to move out of the way if this thing, in case pulling the wrench out completes this action.
Yes, please move.
as soon as Cody's sentence is done, Max just reaches in and yanks on it.
And yanks on it?
Uh-huh.
Okay, great. How about Max, you make a strength check, which I know you're going to beat. And Zan, you make a dexterity check to try to jump out of the way.
Okay, cool.
16 plus 2, 18.
Okay, great. You rip that wrench right out of there.
I got a 6.
Oh boy. Okay. Zan, you take 3 points of bludgeoning damage as the tile slams forward like the rest of the way, and just kind of whaps you into the opposite wall. It seems like it's like still pretty broken, like you are not crushed and dead, but that hurt. You just took it straight in the shoulder. But on the other hand, Max now has a cool wrench.
Well, I'm so glad I could help you with your new wrench collection. Maybe some warning next time would be cool.
Are you okay?
I mean, I'm like,
Bung bung. Please proceed to testing chamber C.
I'm fine.
Cody runs over to Zan and just kind of tries to help her out. He just wants to know she's okay.
Zan stands up and just sort of brushes herself off and tries to look tough and cool.
Great. I think Max, Cody, and Jasmin are still on the other side of this like stuck out arm thing, but you can easily get around it if you want to follow Zan down the hallway.
Yeah, Cody is now officially stuck to Zan. Just new best friend.
Okay, great.
New small friends.
Yes.
It's the short squad.
I will try to get over or under the arm to get to the other side.
Yeah, this one's not even hard enough. You need to check. Yeah, you easily get to the other side. And when you get to the next door, this door marked C, it slides open and you see, again, a small space with another door and like 6 feet away.
Feel like we should get some extra credit for fixing this test for them.
Do you think they're all like that? Are they just going to keep getting more dangerous?
I mean, I'm hoping they're all like that in that they're all broken. But I'm pretty sure that that's not how this is going to work.
And so once you're all in this airlock section, the door behind you shuts, turns red, and the one in front of you turns blue, opens. And you see testing chamber C. This testing chamber is another big square room, same as the one you woke up in, except it has 2 major differences. One is that it has another airlock door on the opposite wall. And the second is that it has a giant pit across the center of the room. The pit's about 20 feet across, and then you hear that chime again. Bonk, bonk. Please proceed to testing chamber D. And you see that the other door has a little D above it. What do you do?
How? Excuse me? How?
Yeah, you don't hear any answer.
Well, it was worth a shot. I slowly look over the edge of the pit.
Okay, make an intelligence check. Or actually a wisdom check.
Wisdom check. Wisdom. Ooh, that's a 15?
15. Okay, with your 15, you'd say the pit's like 60 feet deep, but you can see along one of the sides, there's a ledge that's maybe like, I don't know, like a foot wide that you could use to cross to the other side. But the pit is just straight rectangle, like tiles all the way down. And then at the bottom, just flat tiles.
Okay.
With your wisdom, you know it will hurt a lot to jump in that pit.
Yeah, cool. I very slowly start making my way towards the path around the side.
Okay, nice.
Do like a come on gesture.
Does anyone go with Zan's cool plan to...
Cody is right with her. Like whatever, he's right there. He trusts Zan.
Yeah, Max is gonna go too.
Okay, cool. Jasmin, do you like hang out and see how they do, or
Jasmin just looks on.
just watches them?
Yes.
Maybe gives a nod. Goodbye. Have fun with your pit. All right.
Quite the opposite of that, actually. She looks really nervous to be that the rest is going, but
yes.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So the 3 of you get to this little ledge. Looks pretty solid. And I'm guessing you start creeping your way across.
I give it like a little tap with my foot first.
Okay. Yeah, you give the tiles a tap on the ledge and they're solid. Looks fine.
Okay. So I start making my way slowly across.
Okay, cool. So for each of you that are doing that, I'm going to say do an acrobatics check.
Oofa doofa. 9 for Zan.
Okay.
Mine was +0, so 3.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Also a 3 for Cody.
Jesus Christ.
We're all
Yikes.
just gonna start
Yikes.
rolling some new characters, huh?
Okay,
I'm feeling better about my decision.
I'd like to see. Yeah, Jasmin says that in real time. It's just like, well, that's what you get. Okay, as the three of you are creeping your way along this ledge, I'm going to say that Cody just slips and one foot goes right off the edge. And since Max was like following right behind him, he bumps into Cody, and basically the two of you are about to fall like right off and into the pit. And I'll give you a reaction of what are you going to try to do to not die?
I'm just gonna push Cody back toward the wall.
Oh, okay.
Can I try and catch Cody if they're still close enough to my side?
I'm going to say they're not close enough. They're like
Okay.
halfway across at this point. But
And I try to grab on.
yeah, so why don't
I think instinctively Cody would actually reach for the closest human, and I think that's Zan.
Yes, because Zan would be in front of you. All right, so
Yeah.
why don't all three of you just roll a straight dexterity check, and we'll see if any of you survive this.
Gonna get a new dice. Oddly enough, that's another 9.
Okay, great.
That's an 8 for Cody.
8 for Cody. Max, what'd you get?
This dice is going straight to jail because I got a 4.
You got a 4. Okay, so the way that I'm going to resolve this is that so Max was trying to push Cody back. Cody was trying to grab onto Zan. Zan was trying to grab onto Cody. You all fucked it up real bad. I'm going to say that, Max, you just whiff. And instead of pushing Cody back, you manage to topple onto the ledge and you stay on the ledge. But you send poor little 12-year-old Cody just
Oh no.
right off. And as I imagine the three adults in the room are just losing their fucking minds and watching Cody with his little bowl cut tumble off a ledge into a pit. You see this light, and it comes from it's like you could see it come just out of Cody and surround him. And suddenly what feels like slow motion of him tumbling off the edge becomes actual slow motion. And the two of you from this ledge, Max, I guess, now on his stomach, and Zan probably got elbowed somewhere in there, clinging on to the wall. You watch as Cody floats slowly downwards, like a couple feet, and then a couple more feet, and then a couple more feet. And he is in no danger at all now. He's just floating down like he's attached to some balloons.
Oh shit. Ah, shoot. That normal?
Oh, were we supposed to do that?
And then you hear that chime again. Bong bong. Congratulations. Your exposure to the sympathetic parallel energy has manifested into abilities congruent with the wizard designation. You may now access the main menu of your sympathetic parallel energy liaison. Touch your proprietary SBEL prototype wishbands together to access the main menu. And Cody's powers have manifested. He's just slowly floating down into the pit. And is Cody just speechless during all of this?
Yes. Cody is just along for the ride, quite literally, but also mentally at this point. It's a little bit overwhelming, and nothing quite makes sense.
Be floating.
Yeah, nothing makes sense. And his little 12-year-old mind, who, doesn't have much agency in his daily life anyways, is just kind of like living in that zone of just like, well, this is what's happening.
Perfect. All right.
Did that boy say wizard? Like Harry Potter wizard?
Is he okay?
Yeah, Cody has, at this point, floated down to the bottom of the pit, and as soon as your little sneakers touch the tiles, you hear a rumbling noise, and the floor underneath you shakes a little as the entire bottom of the pit starts rising back up. like an elevator, and it pushes you up and up and up until you're all now standing on a square white floor. No more pit. It's gone. You're all together.
The moment that Cody that he feels comfortable, he's going to run over to the whole group and just kind of like get as close as he can. And he just looks up at her and goes, so like, I'm not, can we be friends? I'm not supposed to talk to strangers, but I'm beginning to think this is like not a dream or something, and I want some friends that I can talk to.
Yeah, sure, kid. I'll be your friend.
If you want to be,
that was
Well, looks like you got 2 friends. Don't need me.
Oh, come on, he really likes you.
Fine. Yeah, we're friends.
Oh well. Hi. Well, I'm Cody, and I'm 12, and I don't know where I am, and have any of y'all seen my backpack?
Oh, great, he's 12.
That's a baby.
I don't remember 12 being a great age, so this actually might be a step up from middle school.
It's 7th grade. It's 7th grade. Square in the middle, 7th grade.
Well, I'm glad we know what to do with pits now. I vote that guy be the one to jump in next time. And shall we?
I would rather not be thrown into pits, but I mean, I guess I can kind of fly Buzz Lightyear style now, I guess.
Oh, no. Not you, kid. No, you did the jump. Not you fell. But you did the falling. No, somebody else can do it next time.
Oh, okay. Well, hope y'all can fly.
Well, if we all get to fly, then I guess I'll volunteer.
Great. Only one way to find out.
No, thank you. Are we sure it's safe now? It's not going to turn back into a pit or anything?
I don't know. Better walk over it fast, I guess. Zan starts walking towards the other door.
Okay, great.
Jasmin very carefully goes to where the ledge originally was and is going to very gingerly and slowly walk over it.
Beautiful. I won't make you roll anything. There's no consequences if you don't do it good.
Cody now has friends and magic powers. He is feeling so great, and he is just like there with them, like 100%.
Awesome. Okay, so to clarify some things. So each of you is wearing this like plain gray coveralls, and on each wrist, you've probably felt them at this point, you have a metal shackle. It rings around your wrist. It's about 2 inches wide, and there's no clasp or anything to get it off. And then the announcement comes on again. It says, "Bing bong. Please proceed to testing chamber D."
As we walk over to the door, Max is just gonna like inspect this manacle thing, and like just a lot of touching, like this
Great.
this is an iWatch. He's trying like every gesture he knows.
Great. Okay, so you got one on each wrist, and I assume you picked one and you started poking it.
Uh-huh.
Great. Nothing happens. Do you want to do like an investigation check to like really look at it?
Oh no, it's just a lot of poking and a lot of swiping,
Double tap,
2-finger, like
pinch to
like,
zoom.
Zoom in and out.
Perfect. All right, nothing happens. But
Are you sure that's a great idea? What if it explodes or something?
Cody, having seen Max do that, and also realizing that the voice said something about having access to something, decides that he also wants to check his, since it did make him fly.
why don't you roll a wisdom check? I want to see if Cody understood the directions.
Okay. That'd be an 11.
No, you remember the voice saying to do something, but you don't remember what it was.
Okay. Yeah, I was falling at the time and panicked. So
Yes. Valid.
Zan seems to remember something about putting the bracelets together. And so she sort of looks at her own bracelets and does kind of a cool Wonder Woman across the chest thing to test it out.
Cool. Okay, so Zan, when you touch your two wristbands together, a menu appears above your left wrist. It takes the form of this like slightly transparent floating screen filled with data. Your full name is there, along with your age, your height, your blood type. You'll also have a hit point counter showing your current and maximum hit points. And beneath that is a box that says unknown class designation.
Man, I don't even know my blood type.
Well, there it is.
Good to know.
Whoa! When you say that, Max looks up from like just furiously gesturing to this medical thing and is like, whoa, how'd you do that? How'd you touch it?
You should, the tappy, you should touch them. You touch them together, I think.
Oh, cool. And he'll do it.
Cool. Okay, so Max, you touch your wristbands together. Same thing. Above your left wrist is this little screen, and it shows your full name, your age, your height, your blood type, your hit points. And then under that, it also says your class is unknown.
Is it like a projection, or is it like a screen popped out of the...
It's like a floating sci-fi screen. Like, if you put your hand through it, it'll just kind of go through it. It's like a little projection.
Like a hologram.
Yeah, like a hologram. There's a word for it. Floaty sci-fi guy.
The floaty sci-fi shit. That's the technical term, I believe.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, Zan's gonna like wave her hand through it and try to dispel it or push it back down into the bracelet.
Yeah, as you actually do that, as you do that motion of like squishing it in, it does go into your bracelet and disappears.
Oh, nice.
This whole time, the moment Cody saw Zan do it, he has also put his together and is just waving his hand around, trying to see if the hologram moves with his hand.
It does move with his hand. Cody, though, along with all of your personal information, it does have a line that says class designation wizard. And then underneath that is a list. There are options like equip quarterstaff and then cast light. And next to each of those spells is a level. And at the top of the list, it says level 1. There's 2 checkboxes. One is already filled in. So on your character sheet, you can now see all of these extra things you can do. I don't actually know if Cody looked at it or is still just waving it around.
Yeah,
like
he hasn't looked beyond, like, he just got it activated and is just kind of like messing with the hologram, trying to see, like, can he shake it off? Like, he's just playing around with a new toy, basically.
Great. Well, the rest of you can, I think, see his screen from there and see that his has more stuff than yours does.
I very explicitly do not do the thing.
Great.
I keep my wrists far apart.
Just T-posing.
I'm
One hand
T-posing,
out in
yes.
each direction. Great.
Hey, Jasmin, don't you want to get in on the light show?
No, thank you.
See yourself.
Bing bong. Please proceed to testing chamber D. If you do not proceed to testing chamber D, you will be incentivized to do so.
Well, that doesn't sound great.
No, let's go. I don't want to be incentivized. It sounds unpleasant.
Welcome to the first episode of Dice Disasters. This is our homebrew Dungeons & Dragons podcast. I'm your dungeon master, Oliver Northwood. My pronouns are they, them. I live in California, but I am Canadian, so sometimes I say words different than Americans. And here's the rest of the people. I don't know. This is hard. Hi.
Hi, we're all here. Hello, everyone.
Everyone makes disturbed, nervous noises.
Thank you for listening to our podcast that we're making for you and us.
Mostly for us.
Hello.
We're a bunch of anxiety-filled people who want to make up stories with our friends and for some reason release it to the world.
No, I actually think it's fun.
Yes, it is.
But, like, Oliver introduced themselves, so maybe we should introduce ourselves?
No, this is fine.
Sounds about right.
No, Oliver is the only person to ever introduce themselves.
Hi,
Hi, I'm Talia Dutton. My pronouns are she, her, and I play Zan Quo, whose pronouns are also she, her. I live in Los Angeles, California, and I'm a cartoonist. And I have hoarded dice for about 3 years now, with absolutely no hope of playing Dungeons & Dragons because I don't have enough friends.
And now you finally have a use for it. We invented a podcast for your dice.
For the dice, yes.
Yes, it's so good. Not for the friends, it's for the dice.
The friends are an unfortunate side effect.
I'll make do.
Howdy, y'all. My name's...
Fuck yeah.
I'm keeping it.
I love it.
I'm keeping the howdy, and you can't stop me.
All right, just yes.
That's it. That was his whole introduction.
Yep, that's it.
Howdy, y'all. It's me, the howdy man.
Howdy, y'all. I'm Robert Riley, and...
No.
No, I absolutely refuse to have that name exist. Your name is Robot.
Yes.
You have been always named Robot and forever named Robot.
We've been playing games online for years, and your name is Robot. That's what we always call you, and I will refuse to call you Robert.
When we first started, like when I was like, oh, I want to have these people in my Dungeons and Dragons podcast, and I was like, well, do I call him Robot or Robert? And every time I said Rob, I couldn't do it. I like choked, and I was like, this is my friend Robert.
Howdy, y'all. My name is Robot, and my pronouns are he, him, and I play Max, whose pronouns are also he, him. I live in Louisiana, and...
In a swamp.
In a swamp. I ride an alligator to work every day. Yep.
What's the alligator's name?
What's his name?
Timothy.
I heard tit.
This is my alligator tit.
Titmothy. Titmothy the alligator. I think it's my turn. Hi, I'm Alice Jooren. I'm a character artist from the Netherlands. My pronouns are she and hers, and I play Jasmin, whose pronouns are also she and hers. I am in about 5 D&D groups, and I play a lot of it. Don't at me about this. But another thing is that I like a lot of other tabletop RPGs too. I've played pretty much all of the ones that I know about, and I'm always up for playing more.
She finds one, she plays it.
Yeah.
And we're very happy to have you because when we don't know what's up, you can help tell us what we're doing wrong. So thank you.
It's great.
I've never done anything wrong.
That is true. Sorry, I did not mean to slander you as such, Talia.
Holly has never done anything.
Ever in my life.
We know this, and we love you.
I have never done anything, ever.
Hello, I'm Alan. My pronouns are he, him, and I am playing Cody, whose pronouns are also he, him. I live in Nashville, Tennessee, and this is my first time ever playing Dungeons & Dragons or any role-playing game, and I'm very nervous, but my friends have been very helpful, and I am loving it so far, and I'm very happy to be here.
Mandatory dungeon, baby.
You are doing amazing, actually.
You can find us on Twitter at Dice Disasters, and we have more information about the show and the cast at dicedisasters.com. We are a new podcast, so if you like the show, please leave us a 5-star review on iTunes or wherever you're listening. That'll help us reach more people and would mean the world to us. We've recorded a bunch of episodes in advance before they come out, but after that, we're going to be following the tradition of naming NPCs after listeners. So if you leave us a review or tweet about the show, then we might name a character after you. Just tag at Dice Disasters or hashtag Dice Disasters.
And if you don't leave reviews of the show, every new NPC is going to be called Gregory, and it will be very confusing for everyone involved, so please do it.
I love the idea of starting a podcast with a threat. Like, you will be fans or else?
Listen, motherfuckers.
Listen, only you can save this podcast. Please leave a review.
From the scourge of the Gregorys.
Or you will face the scourge of the Gregorys.
Yeah, let's get to that new fun door.
Okay, great. So the four of you go through this door. Same thing. It's a little room. It's a little airlock thing. You go in, the door behind you closes, and the one in front of you opens. This time, you are in another long hallway. At the opposite end is another airlock door. What do you do?
After they get in the room, after we all get in the room, all of a sudden, from behind the group, there's just a huge bright light that appears, and Cody has totally dug into his menu and he's pressed light.
Great. Cool.
And he's just
Cody's hand is glowing.
Whoa.
Guys, look, my hand is glowing. And he starts waving it around, getting in their faces.
That's great. We've got a new fun flashlight person.
To be fair, you didn't have a flashlight before, so.
This is true. I'm not going first this time. Also, I advise whoever does go first to jump off of the pressure plate rather than duck.
Max is gonna all of a sudden remember that he's still holding this fucking wrench in his other hand. And he's gonna be like, oh, wait, I got this. And he's just gonna throw the wrench into the room.
Okay, great. So it's this like long hallway. Max just hucks a wrench down the hallway. It hits the ground, clang, 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 and kind of like topples down, and it lands on a tile, and you watch it, the tile clicks down, and there's a solid full second. And then fire shoots out of the wall adjacent to the tile, blasts the wrench for a second, and then stops.
Wow, glad you hit that tile.
Wow. I didn't expect that to work.
I take it back. I want to be incentivized.
Max is going to go try to pick up the wrench and not step on that tile.
Okay, you get a little ways down the hallway, and the tile you step on clicks into the floor. What do you do?
Oh, shit.
Give you a reaction.
I'm going to go backwards.
Okay, so give me a dexterity roll to jump backwards.
11.
11. Okay. Yeah, you stumble backwards out of the way as another burst of flames just sears across the tile where you were standing. You managed to get completely out of the way. You're unscathed. The fire goes for about a second and then stops.
Do the tiles that activated the traps have anything in common? Is there a pattern that I can detect?
Yeah, so why don't you do a perception check?
All right. That would be an 8 + 4, 12.
Okay, yeah, with a 12, you don't see anything on the tiles, but when you look at the ones on like the floor tiles, but you look at the wall next to the tile where Max just stepped, there's these little holes that kind of like dot along that tile up the middle, and you're guessing that's where the fire came out of. The other tiles around you, like at your end of the hallway, don't have those.
I think I figured it out. Here, look. Jasmin points to the holes in the wall. I think if we just hop over the parts next to these, it will probably not get burnt.
Oh, good catch. I was definitely not looking at the wall side of things. I was looking more at the floor. So I guess we move forward and look out for holes.
How far away is the tile where the wrench landed?
I'd say it's like 40 feet.
Okay.
It's a long hallway.
Okay.
Can you throw something 40 feet? Yeah, you're
Absolutely.
a muscle boy.
Strunk.
Yeah, you can.
Uh-huh.
Strunk. Yeah, you did it. Good job.
Once you point that out, Max is still going to be up front, moving forward, looking out for the holes in the wall.
Yeah, I'm going to say that now that you know that there's holes in the wall, it's going to be a pretty low dexterity check if you want to like walk down the hallway and just jump over each of those. So do you want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
great.
I definitely want my wrench back because it was very useful.
It was. Okay. So why don't you roll a dexterity check to like go down the hallway, and I'll combine it with, you can snag your wrench on the way by.
That is a 10.
A 10?
I have a +0.
Oh, shit.
We're level 1.
There's a lot of muscle. I can't move it very quickly.
Okay, so you see that as Max is kind of like leaping down this hallway over every tile that is marked by these little holes, he just flubs one, lands right in the middle of the tile. It clicks down. But I'm going to say that since you already know what happens, you just then jump off of the tile and you're okay, because there is like a good full like beat of you step on the tile, it clicks down, wait, and then the flames come out. So with a 10, you make it. But I imagine everyone at the end of the hallway is going, no.
While he's doing that, can Cody have started to slowly make his way down the hall, maybe get about 10 feet by the time this all happened?
Yes.
Wait, Cody.
Okay, so Cody's doing this. I'm actually, since you said you're going to go really slow and like carefully jump over, I'll give you advantage if you want to roll a.
Okay.
I guess it's acrobatics, not dexterity.
Acrobatics?
I don't know if that would have helped you.
Same check.
Yeah, same
Great.
thing. Well, good for advantage. That was a 3. That was a 16.
Okay, great. Yeah, Cody's totally fine. Cody jumps down the hallway.
And then, once I get ahead a little bit, the whole time he's doing it slowly, but he's still playing with his toy on his wrist.
Okay.
He clicks the second option, and a spectral hand flies out, grabs the wrench, and flies it back to Cody. And Cody yells, "Oh, you won't believe what the second one does!"
Okay, yeah, so Max just had the wrench ripped out of his hands by a, I don't know, spectral white glove like the one from Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah, Max is just sitting on the other side of the hallway, slightly singed and like looking like torn apart. It's like, what the fuck, man?
His cool wrench.
That wrench was the only cool thing that came out of this.
It's my wrench.
Sorry.
It was wrenched away from you.
Oh, ho, ho. It's really throwing a wrench in your plans.
Cody and Max are at the other end. God damn it.
And Cody does hand the wrench back. He did not know when he pressed that button that exactly was going to happen.
Perfect. All right. Max and Cody are having a beautiful moment with the wrench at the other end of the hallway. What are my ladies going to do?
All right, as a counterpoint to that beautiful moment, Zan waits until they're all the way down at the other end of the hall and then says, "Hey, watch this," and runs down the hallway really fast so that she like can't stop on any of the plates.
That's actually really smart. Although you're running very fast, so I'm probably not going to give you advantage, but just roll an acrobatics check.
Okay. I don't know why I keep rolling 9s.
Oh.
I don't, hold on, let
All
me
right.
check my, yeah, I have a +0 to acrobatics, so.
All right, so solid 9.
Yeah, it's a solid 9. Again.
You watch Zan again yells, "Hey, watch this." Takes off running down the hallway, and she gets like 3/4 of the way there before she steps on a tile that clicks into the floor. And as she's like easily continues running, her foot catches on the little lip that is left because it moved down, and she just tumbles forward and lands right on a tile that clicks into the ground. And I'm going to say you're prone now, so you don't have a reaction. And Zan gets blasted with fire.
Zan yells, "Fuck!" Oh, shoot!
And-
no! Shoot! Don't!
Can we
No.
react at all?
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
I want to know, the only reaction I'm going to give you is, are you watching or do you look away?
I freeze and want to look away, but I can't.
Okay, great. Max, I assume, what do you do?
Yeah, I'm watching.
You're watching. Cody, do you cover your eyes or are you going to watch this too?
Cody cares and wants to watch, but he just can't. And so he kind of like has his
Okay.
hands up, but like the fingers are splayed. So like he's hoping that he can
Yeah.
get like half the effect.
Right? You're all sickos. Awesome. So, but conveniently, what you do see is the fire that rushes out of the wall curls around Zan's body. And Max and Jasmin, you watched Cody give off this same weird colored light that it just blasts out of her for a second and then sucks back in. And with it, all of the fire gets sucked right into Zan's body. And she is laying there and looks completely unharmed. Although her hands, I guess, are exposed and you can kind of see they're flickering a little bit. They've got a kind of a reddish orangish light.
I'm okay. I think.
Are you sure you look like you might have radiation poisoning?
I mean, like, maybe. But
Bing
it's...
bong. Congratulations. Your exposure to the sympathetic parallel energy has manifested into abilities congruent with the Ranger designation. You may now access the main menu of your sympathetic parallel energy liaison. Touch your proprietary SPEL prototype wristbands together to access the main menu.
What the heck is a ranger?
Isn't that like a military thing?
Like the Power Rangers?
Oh, hell yeah, Power Rangers.
Literally all I can think of is that bit over a stove.
You take care of forests?
Okay.
That's what a ranger does, right? Like,
Great. I'm Smokey the Bear. Let's keep going.
Bing bong. This test has been completed. Please proceed to testing chamber E.
Hey, Jasmin, you should run through too. Pretty sure it won't do the fire anymore.
I'm
Probably.
not very good at running.
Max is gonna go to the last tile that he knows, and like from off the tile with his foot, kind of like push it down and then back up.
Okay, great. Yeah, you do that. The tile clicks down, but no fire comes out. It looks like the voice was not lying.
The moment Cody sees that it's not working, Cody's gonna run to Jasmin, and then having seen shield on his wrist, press the button and put up and hope it puts a shield up, and walk with Jasmin down the hallway.
Aww.
Okay, cool. So when Cody presses the button for shield, a big bubble just appears around him. And it's shimmering and beautiful. He's in a little bubble now. And Cody, you see that another check gets filled in. So you now have 2 filled check boxes next to level 1 spells.
Oh, was Featherfall the first one that was cast? That I didn't know about. Okay, makes sense.
Jasmin grabs a hold of Cody's hand and follows very closely.
Okay, great. You two make it down to the other end. You're totally fine.
Hey, kid, are you a good wizard or a bad wizard? No?
I have A's in school?
That's awesome. You're a kid, and you probably have never seen that movie. Let's keep going.
Great. The shield around Cody dissipates by the time you guys pile into the airlock again. And then you get to see testing chamber E. This next room is another large square with a door on the opposite wall. And in the middle is a trench of water. It's about 20 feet across. Looks like the pit room, but this time it's water. What do you do?
Max is gonna like saunter over to Zan and like very quietly and trying to be not obvious, but being very obviously whisper, Did that mean he was a good wizard or a bad wizard?
I think maybe good at wizard, but morally unsure. I don't know. Why don't you ask him?
But what if he's a bad wizard?
He's like 12, dude.
Yeah, you're right. I could probably take him.
As they walk into the room, Zan taps her bracelets together to check out her stats.
Okay, cool. Zan, you see options like ethereal longbow,
Ooh.
ethereal short sword, and then a list of spells: absorb elements, jump, and cure wounds. You also see that one has been checked off already. And you as a person can just guess which one, or you can do an intelligence check and I'll tell you if you know which one it was.
I'm going to figure out that it's absorb elements.
Nice.
Just-
Look at that role playing.
I'm a smart cookie.
just from context.
Jasmin, after basically getting guided through the last few rooms, looks at this 12-year-old child that helped her through the last room and takes a very deep breath and says, "Okay, water I can do. It's just water.
Probably.
I'll just swim across." And is going to very cautiously walk over to the edge of the water
Uh-huh.
and look in.
And look in it. Okay, great.
Yes.
Make a perception check.
Perception's all I roll, baby.
Jasmine's good at looking at stuff.
That's a 5 + 4, 9.
It's blue and yep, that's some water that's blue.
Okay,
It's like dark blue.
I'm gonna get in it.
All right. You get in it. Jasmine just carefully lowers herself into the water. It's like warmish water. It's like pretty nice actually. And you do notice that once you're in it that it is murky, cloudy. Like as you like move your arms around, you can see your arms a little bit, but you like can't see your own feet kind of thing.
Can I touch the floor?
No, you reach your legs down, you can't feel a bottom.
Okay, the rest of you probably hear Jasmin kind of hyperventilate a little bit, but she starts swimming forward.
Okay.
I think we're all just watching, like fists clenched.
So you watch Jasmine, and is Jasmine a good swimmer?
Not great, but good enough. Like, she did all of the, like, mandatory swimming lessons, and then when it came to the non-mandatory swimming lessons, she was like, no.
Love that. Love also that she's from a place that has mandatory swimming lessons. Find that out. We'll learn more about that later, I assume. So you're watching as Jasmine's kind of making her way across the water. It's not like the water's not like wavy or anything. So it's pretty easy. She's kind of like half dog paddling, just kind of propelling herself across. And Jasmine, you feel something close around your leg, just below the knee.
Uh-huh.
And then you are ripped under the water.
Oh, fuck.
And I'm going to say, to keep track of timing, let's roll initiative.
Oh no.
Oh, great. Come on, no 9s.
All of us?
Yeah, well, unless you want to just not do anything, but I assume you'll want to do
You want
something.
to watch me die?
It's a 17 for the roll that doesn't matter as much if you get a big number.
Okay, 17.
I get a 9. A 10 minus 1.
Another 9.
Also 17.
Hey, twinsies.
17. What was Max's?
9.
God.
So many 9s.
What? Now you gotta all tell me your dex modifier. Jasmine, what's your dex
0.
modifier?
Mine is -1.
I'm at 0.
Oh, I have no dex modifier. Oh, sorry, I had -2 initiative, so that's a 15.
Okay, great. That has solved my problem.
So I think the moment that Jasmin feels the thing clamp onto her knee and she gets dragged down, you just hear like a high-pitched squeal and then flailing arms as she gets dragged into the water.
High-pitched burbling.
So
Yes.
Jasmine is solidly under the water. And Cody, you're up first.
Cody looks down quickly at his wrist thing and just opens it up and hits Mage Hand to try to reach
Okay,
out
great.
and, grab Jasmine and hopefully like pull her up.
Okay, so you press Mage Hand, this like spectral gloved hand appears, plunges into the water. You can't see where it's going, but Cody, you just feel that this hand has grabbed onto Jasmine's arm and it gives a solid pull, but does not have any effect. Like it is not strong enough to make any difference on pulling her out of the water. That was a good try though. And then it is Zan's turn.
Ugh.
You're all welcome to just say your character does nothing for their turn, but
I mean, that seems like kind of a dick move, but I also don't see how anything I have would be particularly helpful. in this.
You could also just respond to the situation by
be like,
being
"Hey, you good?
Oh, fuck."
Hey, you okay? You need help?
You're just sitting on the side being like, hey fam, you alright?
You all right down there? Okay, so why don't we say that if you're just going to kind of like look down and inquire as to whether she's okay, why don't you roll a perception check?
All right, I can do that. That's a 5.
Yeah, the water is kind of sloshing a little bit. You know Jasmine's in there, and that's bad.
Hey guys, I found this big pit of water.
It is Jasmine's turn next.
Okay, I am underwater.
Yes.
Something's bitten my ankle.
Something is holding on to your leg.
Something's holding onto my leg.
Yes.
It doesn't hurt.
It hurts a little bit. I'm actually going to say you take 1 point of damage.
All right. Do I see anything around me in the water?
Yeah, you have your eyes open, you look down and you can see this like large shape. Something has grabbed onto your leg. It's about maybe like 6 feet long.
What is it shaped like?
Like a shark.
Oh, fun.
Like a shark with arms.
Like a shark.
One of those fun sharks.
Yeah.
Shark.
Can I try and punch it on the nose?
Yeah.
I remember
totally.
that from TV.
All right, go ahead and roll a d20, and your unarmed strike is a -1 to hit. So,
Yes. Also, it's underwater, which probably doesn't help.
yep.
That's a 11 minus 1.
No, but I'll give you that you managed to like push your arm down to try to hit it in the nose, and your fist connects and you hit metal, and then just kind of your fist bounces right off.
Okay, so that didn't help. I still have movement. Is it at all possible for me to try and get some air?
No, you are grappled.
Okay.
So you are trapped by this shark. Yeah, you can see that the surface of the water is maybe like 6 feet above you. So you're not super deep, but you are underwater.
Okay, then I'm just gonna flail.
Yeah, all right. And then Jasmin uses her movement to flail. Max, what are you going to do?
You said the water's murky, so like just at a very quick glance, I cannot see any part of Jasmin.
I'm going to say you can see a darker shape. So you can see the general vicinity. You don't know what's going on, but you see that there is something in the water, like on the like left side of the trough, kind of like pit of water close to your side.
All right. I'm going in head first.
Oh shit. All right. You guys watch as Max just jumps straight in the water. I'm going to say that you can get pretty close to them, touching to them, if you want to use your movement to get down there.
Okay.
Because I said they were only like 6 feet underwater. So even half movement should get you there. It's hard for you to see what's going on, but you get the gist. Jasmin is there. A big metal thing is biting her leg.
I'm just gonna grab Jasmin and try to swim out.
Okay, great. Okay, so you grab Jasmin. Let's say you grab onto both of her arms and start kicking to push upwards. Why don't you make a strength check?
Oh boy. Strength is 11.
11. Okay, nope. The metal shark got 17.
Yikes.
So you give a solid pull to try to rip Jasmin out of its jaws, but you both end up getting dragged a little bit deeper by the shark. And I'm going to say that in that moment, Max, you're holding onto Jasmin's arms and you've realized that the two of you are going down deeper, like you are not strong enough to pull her back out. And you watch from like 2 feet away from her face as her eyes just glow with this brilliant swirling pink, yellow, purple light, and it pulses out of her body. And the two of you and the shark both need to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy, it's my specialty.
Oof.
That's a 3.
That's a 3. Great. That's all right. The shark got a 5. Jasmin, can you roll 2d8 for me?
Sure. 3 and a 2, 5.
5. All right. Max, you take 5 points of damage and you are blasted back out of the pool. You're up on the surface and you slam your back into the edge of the tiles that are surrounding this water. You can breathe again. The shark is blasted off of Jasmin's foot, and I'm going to say that with that push, Jasmin bobs back up to the surface, and it is Cody's turn. You can now see Max and Jasmin.
Okay, Cody peeks out from behind Zan, where he went when Max jumped in. Cody got scared enough about what was going on that he's hid behind Zan.
Where Zan's just like, what? It's just water. I don't see anything.
Can Cody see the thing in the water now with the blast?
No.
Okay. So,
It was blasted down. Max is now at the surface. Jasmin's at the surface.
okay.
Probably both gasping for air.
Jasmin looks extremely scared. Is there like blood in the water around me?
No. I'm going to say that it clamped onto your leg, but didn't draw blood.
Okay.
Because Cody's not going to jump in. He just saw stuff go crazy.
That went bad.
Go crazy. And he's also, he knows he's small child. Like, if Max couldn't do nothing, no matter PE is going to help Cody. Cody runs over to Max, puts his hand on Max's jumpsuit, and presses the light button.
All right. Max, your jumpsuit is now fucking glowing.
Rad.
Sick.
Max coughs up some water. Sick.
Yeah.
So cool.
Oh, this is like that rave last month.
Okay, now it's Zan's turn. Just to recap, Jasmin's probably about in the middle, treading water. Looks like she's gonna cry. Max is wearing a glowing jumpsuit. You think Cody did that?
Where's the shark? Can I see it?
No, you actually are. You wouldn't even know that there is a shark.
This is true.
Yes, but you don't see anything else in the water.
Okay.
With the light being cast with the jumpsuit, is it illuminating anything in the water?
Yeah, I would say a good couple feet around Max. You can now see that the water is empty.
I think that sort of instinct is going to be that Zan's just going to like try to get Jasmin out of there. She sees that she's really scared, and she's going to like probably just jump in, and like go and try to help out.
Okay,
I don't know. There's a shark.
Let's see. Yeah. You just thought she was really bad at swimming.
I mean, maybe cramps happen. I don't know.
It would probably jive with your impression of her so far.
Yeah, did you like eat something? I don't know. In the last hallway?
I think your movement's like 30, the thing's 20 feet. Okay, so yeah, I'll say if you jump in, swim over to Jasmin, you can swim with her to the other side of the pool.
Okay.
So yeah,
Nice.
So now the two of you are on the other end.
I don't know why y'all thought this was so hard. Just gotta swim across.
Shark.
I don't see a shark.
Hey, be careful!
There's a metal shark.
Okay, Zan, yeah, now you and Jasmin are still in the water at the other edge of the pool, but you now know there is a shark in there. It's Jasmin's turn. What do you do? You've made it to the other side.
Can I climb up the other side?
Yes. You climb right the fuck out of that pool.
Zan is still in it. Can I try and get her out?
Yeah, why don't you do a strength check to just see if you fail miserably.
Okay.
It's not against her will, so it's going to be a pretty low one.
I was like, no, I want to stay in here with the shark.
It's nice and warm.
Oh, wow. I am really bad at strength, but I rolled a 19.
Oh, hell
Wow.
yeah.
I have an
just
8 strength, so that's an 18.
with just like pumping with adrenaline and fear, Jasmin reaches down with her 2 scrawny little arms and rips Zan right out of that pool. You are no longer in the pool. You are both on the edge. And it is Max's turn.
Can I just say, I'm really glad we're both out of there and across here. I kind of wish I'd known there was a shark in there before I jumped in.
I'm sorry.
So Max and Cody on the opposite side,
Yeah, you're still on the wrong side of it.
and I'm still in the water.
Yes,
Cody's
and
like
Cody's on
kneeling
the
next to
edge.
me.
Yeah. You know there's a shark.
Yeah. I'm gonna climb out of the water on
Good
the wrong
choice.
side.
Okay. Max has made a very good decision, in my opinion, looking at the initiative order and seeing that the shark is next. So Max climbs out of the water. And with that, I'm going to say all of that round happened in 6 seconds, like combat is supposed to do in Dungeons and Dragons.
Mhm.
And you are now out of initiative because you're out of the water. And you hear that chime. Bing bong. Congratulations. Your exposure to the sympathetic parallel energy is manifested into abilities congruent with the Druid designation. You may now access the main menu of your sympathetic parallel energy liaison. Touch your proprietary's SPEL prototype wristbands together to access the main menu.
Oh, great. I'm an old bearded pagan man.
I mean, you could be like a hot one, like Merlin in that show. That probably wasn't helpful.
Bing bong. This test is now complete. Please proceed to testing chamber F. And with that, you hear a gurgling noise. And the water level lowers. But before it gets too low, a set of tiles making up the walls start to just kind of like click, clack, fold out until it is a smooth, flat surface, which you could easily walk across.
I will get up and try to help Zan up and then tap the things together.
You tap them together, and you can see things like equip ethereal short sword, equip ethereal root shield, and then a bunch of spells like shape water, gust, produce flame, detect magic, jump, and thunderwave. And just like the 2 other people who have their powers manifested, you have one of your 2 checkboxes already filled.
Because I cast Thunderwave on my friend.
At this point, I want to ask, have any of your characters played Dungeons and Dragons?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
No.
No.
I think Zan plays like a lot of video games, but not Dungeons and Dragons.
All right, great. No reason.
Cody runs over to Jasmin. It's like, are you okay? I tried to help. I tried. Are you okay?
Yeah. Oh, it's not your fault. Oh, that was a shark.
Oh,
I mean, it was like metal, but it was a shark.
Zan sort of pats Jasmin on the shoulder awkwardly and says, hey, well, it's over. That part, though.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Max is laying on the floor like 20 feet away, fucking soaking wet, with the wind knocked out of him, just like playing with the lit up jumpsuit and softly fist pumping, going.
That was not what I was expecting.
Cody leans into Jasmin and is like, hey, did you see I made him glow?
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. I think I can do something like that too. Wait. Jasmin looks at her menu, sees that her option includes fire. This goes like, never mind.
Zan looks over Jasmin's shoulder and looks at Shape Water and goes, wow, I wish we'd gotten you activated in like the last one, huh?
Yeah, I guess that would have been nice.
Might have been more helpful than jump.
I mean, you could have jumped across, maybe.
No. I can make someone else jump good.
I mean, you can touch yourself, right?
Guess. The problem is I don't know how far I can jump, so I don't know whether tripling it would have done anything.
Cody walks over to Max and with the complete not understanding what's appropriate, just goes, "Hey, we all have powers. What about you?"
Max is gonna like tap his wrist together and I'm like, no, still no.
Well, we'll make sure to get you bludgeons in the next chamber, and maybe that'll awaken something in you. Hopefully something magical.
You have the wrench power?
Yeah, still have my wrench.
I hope you're an earthbender.
Great. And you hear the chime, bing bong. Please proceed to testing chamber F.
I really hope there isn't a whole alphabet of these.
Yeah, I would prefer not to see testing chamber Z.
Yeah, that would suck.
That would only be like, 22 more, right?
I don't remember
guys?
what room we're in.
Well, the next one's F, so...
That's a good point.
So, was I right, or...
Oh, I don't know.
Bing bong. Please proceed to testing chamber F. If you do not proceed to the next testing chamber, you will be incentivized to do so.
Let's go.
I thought you wanted to see what the incentive was like.
No, it's... Maybe it's more sharks.
Just starts raining sharks from the ceiling.
Maybe the incentive is sharks, and I don't want more sharks.
Or maybe it's like a good dental program. You don't know that.
That sounds worse.
I'm kidding. Let's go into...
You hear a rumbling noise. Similar to the noise that happened when the pit rose up with Cody on it. And you watch as the walls on either side start closing in.
This is like that old movie, with the Star Wars. Y'all seen it, right?
Yeah, we can talk about Star Wars all you like later, kids. We're sprinting towards the door. Zan, grabs whoever's closest to her and just, runs.
Shoves them through the door. Okay, great. You enter into that little airlock space. And this time, when you go in there, the door behind you closes, changes to red. But the one in front of you doesn't. And as you stand there in this little space, the weight of these trials catches up with you. You feel tired. Jasmin, your leg where you got bit is throbbing. Max, when you look at him, is not doing very well at all. He's kind of clutching one side of his ribs. Jasmin, you hear a faint hissing noise. All of you, your eyelids are feeling heavy. You're wet, you're tired, and one by one, you kind of sit down just to rest for a moment. What do you do?
Would I at all do I need to roll something to figure out what that is, or could I intuit that somehow? You think I'm smart enough?
I think you can just guess, or you can roll an investigation check to try to find out what it and I can tell you something specific about it.
Okay, Alice, have a pretty good guess. Is why. But let's see. That's 15 plus 2, 17.
Ooh, okay. So with that, you can see that there are little holes on one of the tiles above you on the ceiling. And through it, you can see this shimmering haze of air being pushed into this little 6x6 airlock space that you're in. And that's all you have time for. After you register that there's some gas coming in, I assume you haven't said anything, are 4 very confused little humans just lay down, fall asleep.
You can find us on Twitter at Dice Disasters, and we have more information about the show and the cast at dicedisasters.com.
Our website was made by Allison Auding, who will be joining the podcast actually very soon.
Dice Disasters is edited by Alan Brazzell, who plays Cody, and our cover art is made by our DM, Oliver Northwood.
Our theme song is by People Need Goals, who you can find on Bandcamp or on Twitter at People Need Goals. Their music is incredible, and we are so thankful that they made us for us.
We've posted the first few episodes of Dice Disasters all at once, so go ahead and load up the next one right now. Please subscribe. We did it! We played Dungeons and Dragons!
We did it! We did a thing!
Oh, yay!
That was very cool.
That was very cool.
Thank you.
Yes.
Y'all were so great. I loved it.